Superheroes Assemble!
Armchair superheroes here to save the day. Armchair superheroes make everything okay.
Yes, here we are, the Armchair Superheroes. We are back tonight. We have a full house here. We are doing an MCU character draft. 9 teams, 6 rounds. Who can build the strongest of the teams? And Josh, I'm pretty damn excited about this.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We got 9 of our colleagues here on the locker room app, and we're going to get into it. We're going 6 rounds. Best team, strongest team. Who's going to kick each other's team's ass is what it's going to come down to. And we're going to start here pretty soon and kick it off. But it should be a really good draft. I'm excited to see kind of what teams are assembled, what strategies are used to build teams. Are we going off name recognition? Are we going off really strength and prowess, or how it's going to be divvied out between each team that's built?
Right, and so this is the thing. There will be a post online where people can vote on who the best, and so people will decide on how they want to vote. But essentially, it is who can build the most powerful team, right? In a fight, right? In an Anchorman style fight, right? Whose group would win, right? And that's what we're looking at. So let me run down.
No touching of the hair and face, obviously.
I mean, clearly, obviously not. Like you can't, come on, this is a livelihood. You know what I mean? But let me just roll down the list here. So we have Akil, number 1, Mike, number 2, S, number 3, Sean, number 4, myself, I am at 5, Max is at 6, Jeff is at 7, Josh Allen is at 8, and Josh Eberly is at 9. Gentlemen, welcome in. We are this is pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. Thank you for being here. Do you want to just get started? You want to just start it up?
Let's get into it. It's going to be a magical time.
Josh has got a new soundboard, so we're gonna hear lots of sounders, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. So
But that being said,
kick us off, Akil. You gonna blow it? You gonna blow it?
Oh boy. Man, with the first pick of this draft, even though he is without said gauntlet, he's coming off the board right away. I'm doing it. Give me the guy who takes worlds for fun.
Wow.
I need it.
2019 draft all over again. Zion.
Yeah. Before he announces it, let me just say, because we all know who it is, but Charles and everybody else in here, please do not drop any names in the comments. No suggestions.
Yes, please. Yes.
This is a draft like a fantasy draft or something like that. It really
dipping into his execution, man.
I don't want people knowing who.
Do his genocide.
Yeah, give me half the world. I'm killing half of it.
I wanted to say genocide, but I just didn't want to go that far.
Yeah, I want Thanos.
Akil has no problem.
All right, Thanos it is. Thanos number 1. What a pick.
Thanos and himself would have
no gauntlet, right?
No
that's
gauntlet,
good pick.
Right. So sans gauntlet, that's the big key about Thanos that everyone has to remember is that he is Thanos, obviously still an obviously unbelievable character, strong, powerful character, but does not have any Infinity Stones nor the Infinity Gauntlet. So just an important distinction to make for everyone that's out there listening and thinking about the strongest team. We have to remember it's Thanos, sans Gauntlet. That's
why are we shouting out genocide, by the way? What are we doing?
Well, because that's Thanos. That's what he does, bro.
That's what.
Well, I mean, technically, did he though? Because he just said it's just half. But he didn't. It was genocide would typically talk about like a specific thing, right? He was just
So
like, no, just half of.
It was half the population.
But if
it was half the world. That's the thing.
But it was but it wasn't half the world.
Yeah.
It was half the galaxy, right? So it was literally everyone. So he wasn't targeting any one person in particular. He was targeting everyone.
That's fair.
See what I'm saying?
Thanos it is.
Yeah. I mean, but here's the real question. if Thanos snapped, was there a possibility that if half the population goes, that he could have also disappeared?
I suggest that we do this for Armchair Superheroes for the whole summer. A 10-week, 10-part thrilling series, The Theology of Thanos. All summer long. Coming to you in the summer of 2021. Brought to you by
That's
Pat
definitely
and
not
Josh.
happening.
Y'all
All right,
should lead.
let's-
I should lead your marketing.
Let's move on before we get in trouble. Let's go to Mike Lofton, pick number 2, and both of your picks are still on the board here, Mike. What are you going to do?
They are, and yes, I did talk to the commissioner, Professor Lane himself, prior to, and yes, actually, all 3 picks are on my board, and man, yeah, I'm going to go with the person who went toe to toe, and she has no problem in terms of looking Thanos in her eyes. No problem. She creates different realities. And baby girl looks damn good in the red hair. Shout out to my girl Scarlet Witch. She's coming on the squad.
Damn
Good
it.
pick.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Wanda
damn it.
Maximoff herself.
See, this is why Michael
pick.
shouldn't have
There goes Scarlet
consulted
Witch.
Pat Lane. Because
Now,
Pat
this
Lane would have told him that obviously Scarlet Witch is one of the most powerful people in the MCU.
But see, this is the thing. It's a double whammy for Mike here, because not only is she one of the most powerful people in the MCU, but she's also like brand new, got her power, like really stepped up her powers, and just had a show, so she's fresh in everyone's mind. So that's a great pick.
Wow. That's a tough pick.
Little,
Oh, my goodness.
tad
Okay.
early.
S, you're on the clock.
A tad early, he says.
I don't know about that.
What?
Okay.
Had early between her and never mind.
I think Max wanted to go 6. That's why he said a tad early. So, all right, S, you're up, my friend.
Maxwell likes Wilt Chamberlain over the team too.
There's so many that I could go with, and I'm mad. I'm mad that I have to pick this guy, because I do think he is one of the Magic is a big world in the MCU, and I feel like this is a great guy to go with. Josh isn't playing the music, so that's cool. I'm gonna skip the music. Thank you. Let me get Dormammu.
Oh,
no. Good pick.
Dormammu.
Good.
That's a great pick.
That's a great pick.
Listen, you shocked me, but I love it. I believe it's Dormamu.
2 M's.
It's Geo.
Well, whatever,
It's
dude.
Dorm.
Well, 3 M's.
No, I got it. Yeah.
Dormammu.
Is it a double M?
Dormammu.
It's a
first?
double M at the end.
Yeah.
At the end. Got it.
It's not a
So Dormammu.
Not here.
yes, sir.
All right.
I've
With
come to
that
bargain.
being said, we have Sean.
Sean, 4th.
All right. So it comes down to 2. And I'm pretty sure if you've talked Marvel superheroes with me, you know who my favorite is. But
I
this
sure
isn't
do.
this isn't about favorite. This is about power. And so that would lead to my second favorite being there. But if we want true power, we're going to go with my opinion, who may be the most singular natural power when it comes to her original form. And I'm going to go Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah. There we go.
I thought you
That
were going
was
to
awesome.
somehow drop to 5. I can't believe it. She should have been the number 1 overall pick.
Thank you.
She's the ex machina. She's the ex
Well,
machina.
I
mean,
I wish I could trade up to 5 and get the guy that I want, because S especially, and Josh also, or Pat too, know who I want. But I'm going to go Captain Marvel. So
Yeah.
I was in between both of those, and Pat will tell you it was between
Yeah.
those 2.
right. Yep.
It was between those 2.
by the way, if
was.
you want
And
someone
that's-
to marvel at, it's John Morant.
This guy, dude. So I'm
on
up.
board.
I'm not exactly sprinting to the mic like I would have been if Captain Marvel were on the board. However, I am going to take a look at S and say, you know what? It's interesting. Your character is great, but my character already beat your character because I'm going Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I was debating between the two. Good pick. Good.
Good pick. Hoping he was going to be there, but figured he wouldn't be. With that
All
being
right.
said,
So that brings us to Maxwell.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt. Do we have a board?
We
somewhere?
do.
Okay.
It's in the chat. Yeah, it's in the chat.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Emily.
Man, this is a really good problem to have at the sixth pick. I could go one of the most powerful heroes or villains. Here, but I think I have to take the guy that is literally a god and literally a planet. And if we're talking about power, you got to go with Ego.
That's a great pick.
Yep, great pick. Yep.
You're getting enough time.
It's a great pick. It's a great pick, obviously, from Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2.
I don't necessarily like it, but
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you don't.
That's just because of 2 picks before.
All right, Jeff. So just get a little backstory here. Jeff, when I started the Armchair Superhero podcast way back in the day, 2 years ago, Jeff was the original co-host of the Armchair Superhero podcast, and then that was dissolved. And now we are back with a new iteration, with a brand shiny new co-host with a beautiful soundboard.
You've definitely upgraded.
I mean, I didn't want to say that, but it's
Look, it's true. It's cool.
But Jeff is on the board with pick 7 here. Where are you going, Jeff?
I'm between a couple here, but I think I'm going to have to go with Hela here.
Oh,
that's a good pick.
Good pick.
I wanted to go with her brother, but she kicked his ass. So we're going to go with Hela.
I like that, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a great pick.
All right.
Did she though? You got to finish the job. Job's not finished. Job's not finished.
Well, we'll talk about why in a minute. Maybe. All
Josh,
right. So
on the
that
board.
brings us to Josh Allen.
That's me.
This sure is.
You know what? Kind of back-to-back picks got stolen there. But I'm going to take the person that kind of correlates with the last pick here and, had the powers to banish the last pick. So with my first pick in the MCU character draft, we're going with Odin.
Ooh.
I like that.
Oh, wow.
God, Odin.
It's a great pick.
Wow. Okay.
So Josh took Odin, and then who did Jeff grab
I
again?
didn't think of that.
Jeff grabbed Hela.
Hela.
Yeah.
Man, that's good.
Josh Eberly for 2.
All right. Yep. Get the back-to-back here.
I'm confused. I'm doing some last-minute research because my number 1 overall pick is still here, and I'm like, am I missing something? And I'm not trying to do what the Mavs did with Dennis Smith Jr. This was genuinely my number 1 pick on the board.
All right.
The guy eats worlds. I'm going to take Galactus.
But he's not.
Yeah, he's not in
the
MCU.
Not in the MCU though.
What? Every blog I'm looking at says top 15 most powerful Marvel characters.
But
it's got to be the
but
movies.
it's just from the movies.
Just from the
Yeah.
movie.
Or else Jean Grey probably would have went like 10 picks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. That
Do you
really
need a
threw
5-minute
curveball.
research break, Josh? That's fair if you need.
A minute and a half. 2
My
minutes.
whole list is just decimated.
You get 15 seconds, Josh. Go ahead. We'll have Dr. Strange bargain you some time. Go ahead, man.
Yes, we could do that.
Give me like 20 seconds.
Yeah, we're good.
You're good.
You
No,
got some-
You can take a minute. Take a minute.
You got some time.
A couple
So
I mean, yeah.
this is interesting. The way this. Go ahead, Max.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, Josh. I mean, you still got some good choices, some good movies, but we'll let you.
Yo,
know.
I thought I was getting Galactus Jean Grey, and I was like, I'm taking this thing. Like, I've got this in the bank.
Games,
boy.
bet, match.
But I'll tell you what. This draft is playing out interestingly because what I love about the way this draft is going is that people aren't afraid to go. Like, I don't want to say side character, but not like main MCU character.
We're doing
And that's great. No, but I agree. but that's great. Like I'm excited about that. I was ready for like Iron Man to go third overall.